We've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Atlanta Falcons.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Jalen Walker there to make the play.
At the 27-yard line. A 5-yard gain brings up second and
10. Once again, it's Barkley. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Hurts working in the pistol. That one caught by Smith. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
49-yard gain.
It is a big play for the Eagles. It's a gain of 49.
A 49-yard gain on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Hurts will work here from the pistol. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up second down.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Oh, this ball's going to wind up nowhere close to the landing zone. Definite mishit there. This one's going to be spotted out beyond the 40. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go now.
London brought in motion. On 2nd down, here's Penix. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Nolan Smith getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 30. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
We'll go play action now with Penix. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. On play action, Penix. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown Falcons.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Bradley Pinion set to
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the goal line. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Great, set.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
A gain of 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's going to have that first down. Tackle made up at the 30.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical, right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
A run with Barkley. And he finds some daylight.
Opened back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles and themselves.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Good, set. 180, 180.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
At the 31-yard line.
Good, set. 180, 180.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. That flag, that'll push him back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15.
Great, set. 180, 180.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
180, 180. Crowd left, Yeti.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. This is Smith to the ground. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Connecting quickly with Goddard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Again, it's Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
Jake Elliott
on for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Eagles nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 24.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
You're going to hell.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. A handoff, Barkley running left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. That's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And it's third down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard.
Great, set. 180, 180.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have an Eagles first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Set.
Hurts. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And down inside the 50.
No, you a bitch.
It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. The kicker here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Dillon. Going to be hit and not at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And hit behind And the logic.
Told your goofy ass, that's what you get. Playing like a female.
Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they can keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
Daddy don't play that shit.
Start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
Disappoint me, Sean.
Credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And how about that for just running out the
I could have scored there, kiddo.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line. Jake Elliott to kick
Just
off
the one
for
touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Zach Bourne from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. He'll look to throw. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. They can't tackle him. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
1st down, Eagles.
Looking to throw. That's caught by the big, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Get daddy a ball. What's wrong with you, little man? Yeah, quit, bitch.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Might be in for, and adoption might be something we have to consider in the future. Would you be open to adopting something?
Probably I wouldn't want to adopt. Actually, no, I don't want to adopt. I want, yeah, but maybe we get sperm from The Rock.
I'm a fan of The Rock, but no.
Wow, what's wrong?
I'd have a hard time raising someone else's kid. I don't care who it is, even in The Rock. I don't care who it is. I might be in for, and adoption might be something we have to consider in the future. Would you be open to adopting something?
Probably I wouldn't want to adopt. I don't know, I don't want to adopt. Yeah, but maybe we get sperm from The Rock.
I'm a fan of The Rock, but no.
Wow, what's wrong?
I can't, I'm Muslim. I can't.
Ball up to the 35
a little bit.
now as
Nice, just doom scrolling, right?
I'm serious.
Oh. I can't, I'm Muslim. I can't. A little bit. Nice, just doom scrolling, right? Oh.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run.
I can't, I'm Muslim. I can't.
You've been down
A little bit.
offensive line.
Nice, just doom scrolling, right?
Hard to move those
serious.
pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of
I can't, I'm
yardage.
Muslim. I can't.
Ball at the 40
A little
here for
bit.
second.
Nice, just doom scrolling, right?
I'm serious.
Oh. I can't, I'm Muslim. I can't. A little bit. Nice, just
Did you know that Frontier Fiber is crazy fast and has 99.9% life? It sends data as light through super thin glass strands. I just switched over to Frontier Fiber 5 gig internet, and now we have download and upload speeds of up to 5 gigabits per second, and it comes paired with Wi-Fi 7 for a whole new level of fast. That means crazy fast speed, super low lag, and a connection that can handle a ton of devices at once. Plus, it's future-proof, so as tech inevitably evolves, fiber's ready to keep up.
Stain for Peter Dinklage that Hornswoggle does?
Yes, I do. That is where Hornswoggle and I will absolutely be on the same page. That is where the mega powers will collide, and we will unite as a tag team over our disdain for Peter Dinklage. Now, I have disdain for Peter Dinklage for a couple of reasons. You want to shoot? Is this a shoot? Let's go. First of all, I disdain for Dinklage because he's really talented. He's really amazing, really great actor.
Just jealousy.
Yeah, pure jealousy. If they made a movie and called the Brad Williams story, it would be starring Peter Dinklage. Let's be honest, the guy gets everything. But the real disdain comes for the same reason why Hornswoggle doesn't like him. Is that he came out and was really angry that the live-action Snow White was going to use real dwarf actors, and he thought that was offensive. Someone else gets work. That's really offensive to him, and it's not to his cultural standards of what a dwarf should do to be a respected member of this business. Now, I get it, Dinklage. You went on Saturday Night Live, instructed all the writers not to make any dwarf jokes. I know you did that for.
Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0.
It's like, no,
So what do you make of that? You go
okay, and that's fine. That's your preference. He made a stand and said, I'm not going to take, offensive dwarf, or so he thought. Because I remember, Dinklage, that you were in a movie called Tiptoes. And Tiptoes is the most offensive movie to little people ever made. This is where, in the podcast, you will run a preview for Tiptoes, because it looks like a Saturday Night Live sketch. When you watch it, you're like, there's no way that's real. Now you're like, Tiptoes, probably a nothing movie. Nobody's in it, right? Wrong. Stars Matthew McConaughey, stars Kate Beckinsale, stars Patricia Arquette, Peter Dinklage, and in the role of a lifetime, which the narrator says in the preview, goes, in the role of a lifetime, Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman plays it. Now you're thinking, okay, yeah, you're looking like some CGI stuff, right? No, they got Gary Oldman's shoes
now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it
back, so his arms would be shorter. Doesn't look like a little person at all, and he's a dwarf in the film. Yeah, it's the most expensive movie the little people ever made. Dinklage has an accent in the movie, which is
territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Allen gonna throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Middle. Right in.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 37 yards. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Hey, tight. Hey, home. Look out.
Allen will try to throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it.
Bills 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive. And they both...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 68 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Regular. Round it.
Now Allen. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Alert!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. There he goes, left side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Middle.
Here's Allen. Now he's going to step up and run. And complete right side to Cook. And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
5 wide.
Allen to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are back within a score. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now another shot here at the PAT. And he's got it. It cuts this thing to 2. It's 15-13 now.
Eagles 15. Bills 13.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
95 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
181, 73.
They'll go to Barkley again. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Up the middle with Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. His short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Allen now looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
56. Half.
Now Allen. Now inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks. 44 yards. And the Bills come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
Alert!
The Bills are
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
Eagles 18. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle. 2nd and 5. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 132 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing is Hurts. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. The handoff to Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now 3rd down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's a give to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Bills 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Interesting Madden stream.
And he brings us out past the 20.
Hey, thank you. I ain't lost yet.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Again, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Allen going to run with it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. Throw left side to Kincaid. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Alert!
From the gun, it's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 42 yards. And the Bills have taken a 4th quarter lead. But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bills are
Allen going to change the look here. Now they'll audible to something else.
56. What's that?
To the air, Allen. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. 152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Again, it's Barkley. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Saquon Barkley. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
This is Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They're connecting quickly with Goddard. And the Eagles are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here we go, first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Bigsby trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he'll take it into the end zone.
Boy, don't play with me.
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. No touch. No touch.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
No touch.
They'll run with Barkley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Makes it third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. Well, on third down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Barkley. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Jake Elliott
on for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Lions nothing. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jahad Campbell collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, kill. Hey, 20. Hey, lift.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. There's Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we are tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 12. On the run, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one out to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Great. Trimmer.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Ric Flair, we go tonight. 180.
Gibbs. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1. Gibbs again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown.
All you do is depend on your players. 0 skills.
3-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions have taken the lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Lions 14, Eagles 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll get their receiver involved here. It's Brown. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back to runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Now back to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Black 20.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 22-yard line.
Black 20.
Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.